Так, снова здравствуйте, да? Я думаю, сдохну сегодня после вчерашней пьянки. Все что-то тяжко. Что-то с каждым разом все тяжелее и тяжелее.
Количество алкоголя уменьшается, но тяжелее все равно, да?
Да, да, да. Так, с этим чуваком я поговорил. И сказал, что... А, я, кстати, волка вызывать чувак может.
Ну, у него написано, что... Сука. А, ты стрим включил, да? Или нет?
Да, да, да. Не знаю, работает он, да? Может, по идее.
Да, что-то не показывает.
Twitch Connecting.
У тебя там ход еще написано. Оффлайн. До этого смотрю Джордж Карлина. Ну, говорит, это, говорит, вот он, говорит, это грейпфрутовый сок пьете. Вот так вот делаете. Вообще нахуя, говорит, мы его пьем, блядь.
Статус стрима и цензурная лексика. Это что? Что-то я, видимо, вчера натыкал не то.
Это проверка голосового сообщения.
Ух ты, блин. Тут даже голосовое сообщение есть.
Это проверка голосового сообщения.
А кто такие вообще?
Это проверка голосового сообщения.
Что это? Проверка голосового сообщения. И дальше грузится.
Какую-то хрень тут нашел. А, что такое?
Ну, блядь, начинает просто. Думал, может, через него нормально будет. С браузерами косяки. А, ну-ка, сейчас попробую другого чувака посмотреть. Нет, у меня походу все. А, ну да. Конечно. Ну что?
Now that my contract is fulfilled, I say we get the hell off this island. Me too. Best damn friend.
He whistles, and the shaggy wolf appears by his side. panting in that way that makes wolves look like they're laughing. The wolf whines and claws at the ground.
Afrid's no pet. He don't take kindly to Afrid's been howling at my side a long time now. Good old boy appears anytime I use sauce. You should have seen him rampage on the day the Magisters collared me. If you'd seen that, you'd know to keep your fingers as far from his jaws as you could.
Контракт выполнен. Контракт Ифана выполнен. Вскрикнуть руки в салюте. Вскидывать. Довольно. Да-да-да, ура! Скажешь, что Андет вообще с ума сошел.
Ну, кстати, этот Андет вообще партизан что-то. Он же у меня тоже в пати. И он, короче, это на корабле по морке там тусовался, прятался.
Что делал?
А на острове этот. Короче, около той радуги недалеко. Чтобы пытался оружие снять.
Скинуть руки, он такой, знаешь, к вискам руку. Отдал честь.
I couldn't have done it without your help. But you know, the contract's not complete until you hand it in. So I'm not putting my feet up just yet.
Побег на сухую лучше не продумывать. Предложить выпивку из ваших запасов.
Seeming surprised, Ifan gladly takes the drink from your hand.
Ah, that hit the spot.
He holds the flagon out to you. The alcohol hits you like the void itself. Your head spins and your feet feel unsteady. Suddenly, being stuck in a prison ruled by the despotic order doesn't strike you as the worst way to spend time.
This reminds me of sharing Rotgut with Roost and the boys back at camp. Wish they weren't so far.
Что-то у меня, да, стрим подгружается плохо. У меня на счету 1 рубль? Откуда он у меня вообще? Кто-то донатит потихоньку.
Слушайте, кто-то задонатил сейчас?
Не сейчас, но почему-то там висит рубль.
So tell me, if we weren't stuck here, what would you be doing with your time?
Чем ты занимался по жизни?
And what better adventure could there be than the one we're on, eh? Relic of Flame. That brew went...
И чё, ничего не дал, что ли? Поговорил бы, что ли?
The air out here's a damn sight better than in Fort Joy, eh?
Ifan looks at you askance. He wipes tears from his eyes and stutters to speak.
Oh, he was a... She wrote that whole book to cover her tracks.
And with that, he's laughing uncontrollably again, waving you away with both hands.
Что интересно, встретил божество, мне говорят, типа, среди тебя есть пострашнее. Кстати, ты не ту тетку брал, который...
С красными волосами.
Ту же, да?
Угу. У нее демон внутри.
Мне эта чувика сказала, типа, побаивайся такой-то, такой-то. Она говорит, там вообще страшный человек.
Я знаю, поэтому я ее взял. Норм.
Lonely? I wouldn't think so. I went...
He pauses, reddening
Не знаю,
slightly.
какой класс. Там есть, кстати, как раз таки с превращением класс. Можно рога отрастить, вообще что-то.
Ah, yes. Of course.
Ifan nods and surveys the...
Out of the frying pan and into... You know what? You've heard that one before, so let's try a new one. Shite's all mucked up. Yeah, seems more to the point, doesn't it? We find a ship, and we sail off into the great blue yonder.
Странно, без предложения им сказать, что я встретил этого божество свое. Стоит ли?
Nothing's changed but for our surroundings. Perhaps we simply ought to hug the coast.
Сохранится.
Quite right.
Ты тильду нажимал, да?
I highly recommend it.
Нажимаешь тильду, силуэт показывает всех трупов там, людей.
Indeed.
Удобная вещь.
Rallic, if I'm not mistaken. Always was rather the slow sibling in the pantheon, wasn't he? Of course I can. Especially when they're beggars. Oh, don't look so astonished. I simply suspect we've had much the same experience. We met with our god. You with Rallic, I with Solstice. But I do wonder, can a god be called a god still if they have to plead with another to assume the powers they seem to have lost?
Божество, говорю, не встретил еще, да?
Нет.
У каждого персонажа свое божество.
Ну, мое во мне, походу.
Ну как один из вариантов.
Все свое ношу с собой, да? Себе.
You may have no interest in semantics, but clearly you have an interest in the... That much I can appreciate.
Блин, тяжело так играть по 5 минут.
Что по 5 минут?
Играть тяжело, говорю, по 5 минут.
Out of the frying pan and into... You know what? You've heard that one before, so let's try a new one. Shite's all mucked up.
Завтра на работу.
Seems more to the point, doesn't it?
А время-то только 6.
Is that so? Look, I don't know where you've been and what you saw, but I believe you believe it. And I guess that's what matters, yeah?
Ну, ничего не сказал.
The air out here is a damn sight better than in me too. A god I don't believe in told me things about myself I don't believe.
Поведомлял. Чё?
Well, what can I say?
Ух ты, блин.
Whatever we believe, we still need to live in the here and now. So,
Ifan tips his fingers to his temples and saunters ahead.
Нет, -1 отношения с ним. Пошел.
An old elf's pained gaze.
Dear ones, not like this. Not like this. They're as good as my fam. So much pain. They are chained. They can't even be healed. Using such magic on them would kill them now. I can't. Stay away from shriekers if you want to live.
Блин, опять уже нет. Это, конечно, все четко, круто, великолепно. Только не пойму. Квестики-то остались, по идее. Оба, корабль. Тут корабль. Спасибо. Тут дракона, кстати, можно чпокнуть. Ну, вроде как это дракон потом тебе поможет.
если ты убьешь, как он тебе поможет.
Нет, если ты его убьешь, то не поможет. Вот так.
Мгм.
Ah, you're back. Looking to add? I only stock the precious wares, are they not?
Интересно, а шмотки-то разбирать можно, нет? Составляющие. Так, зал бедняк. Тула шипастый, это же та тетка, которая на арене, да?
Чего?
Тула шипастый, это та, которая на арене тетка.
Не знаю, я с ними не воевал еще. Я тогда зашел, посмотрел, ушел.
Там 4-й где-то уровень, когда будет.
Ну я понял, я потому что на втором туда пришел, мне приписюнили и ушел нахер. Ну, загрузился и потом думаю, приду.
Или на 3-м, я уже не помню, на каком я. Все это, конечно, четко, но ни хилок, ни хрена нет.
Worse than war rations, these.
Четко, когда гном
Ain't
есть.
fit for beasts.
Маг. Почему? Потому что
Ну.
это... Скажи.
К нему сложнее попасть?
Да он далеко стоит, подфунивает сзади ними, там, знаешь, так это. А у меня еще призыватель и вызывает этого беса.
Мгм.
Вот, классно получается.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Everything there? Good.
Worse than war rations, these.
Дайте-ка, кажется, есть ячеечка.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Ну, может, 3 ячейки свободны.
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Призыв спутника, кошка.
Чё?
Призыв спутника, кошка.
Worse than war rations, these.
Ящерица. Почему у него, непонятно.
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Got it.
Worse than war rations, these.
Don't tell anyone where you got this.
Так, хилки. Печально, что хилок-то нет. Кстати, бомбочки тоже, оказывается, ништяк вещи.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Keep it down, will ya?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much. Worse than war rations, these. some war rations, please.
If a magister fires us on you, you forget my name here.
Take your coin then.
Ah, you're back. Oh, it's so good to see you, mate. You look... You know who you look like? The moon. I bet you hear that all the time, don't you?
You may yet be the one. You prove yourself again. The fight challenges you, but you do not give in. You do not give up. Who do you challenge? We will yet reveal as you wish.
Странно.
Someone will yet be chosen.
I see your potential has begun.
You were decent in the arena.
Well done. Tell me, what is the strategy? I will keep...
Patience does not come easy.
Champion of foot job.
You may yet be the one. You prove yourself again, and again, and again. The fight, who do you... As you wish.
Что-то странно. Должен был, по идее, вызвать кого-то на арену.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Никого нет.
Ты говоришь?
Easy, hey?
Я говорю, должен был вызвать на арену людей, по идее.
When another divine arrives,
Только не вызывает.
I fear it will be quite some time.
Валить, что ли, с этой самой, с этой.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. It does not... The shrine depicts It does not. The shrine depicts Lucian the... Again, you feel the...
Все сбежали, что ли?
Well, hello. Oh, I'm a wizard. And it's a long story. Of course. Bye now.
Короче, ладно. рюкзачок. Можно с ключей и мыла делать отмычку.
Научился отмычки делать?
С мыла и ключа любого можно делать отмычку.
Угу.
То есть вот куда ключи можно деть.
Я их просто в мешочек собираю.
У меня в мешках книжки.
Ну, это тоже.
Я не знаю. А, тут книжка. Сумка-то большая. Ой, а что ты не сделал раньше? Вам кажется, сумку еще ниже можно опускать. А я думал, тут ячейки-то всего.
Сумки? Сумки там вообще бездонные ячейки.
5 на 4 всего, 20 штук. А там можно и дальше опускать.
Да.
Чё я сразу так не сделал? Все сумки, ой, сумки. Все листы, книжки в сумку запихать.
Давид опять пропал, да?
По всей видимости, да. Позвони ему, спроси, что он тут. Он тебе ответит. Либо хорошо ответит, либо плохо.
Либо ответит, либо нет.
Отравленный пирог с рыбой. Фига себе, что у меня есть. Улучшение брони. Добавить центр защиты от элемента. Любая броня, любая руна. Мучит к скольжению, гвозди, ботинки. Гвозди есть. Есть. Где это было? Руны находил, там как-то руны можно делать. Точнее, большие руны делать. Найти рецепт рун. Блин, а я ступку-то находил. Я еще и продал, походу. А вот, руна и пикси. Нафиг я ступку покинул. Ладно. Пойдем рубиться. Точнее, валиться ты с этого острова. С этого острова, говорю, валить.
А что там есть куда?
Ну, я сейчас, по идее, на корабле буду рубиться с теткой. С кем. Короче, с бабсой. Кстати, если ты вдруг надумаешь ломать ошейник там, и это... будь аккуратен, потому что когда ты снимешь, на тебя будут стражники нападать. Так, сейчас вы покидаете.
А если шмотки стражника одеть?
Я не знаю, что такого не пробовал. Сейчас вы покинете зону и никогда больше не вернетесь. Завершенное задание будет перемещены в архив. Короче, ладно.
Это типа нублока, что ли?
Да. Спросите, о ком она говорит. Сперва плывем, потом задаем вопрос. Ну, какая?
Это та старуха, которая вначале всех поубивала?
Нет, та старушка будет у тебя на выходе из форта.
Форт-Боярд.
Да.
Клички бегаешь, ищешь.
Wait till she finds out.
Нихуя у тебя там червяк, блядь.
А, да.
Что за вундервафля?
Не покажу, дойдешь, знаешь. Потом я так всю игру проспорил.
Если это, блядь, странное начало-то.
Tired but victorious, the party made for the Lady Vengeance. The horrors of Fort Joy behind them. They arrived as sorcerers. They left as god-woken. The fate of this god-forsaken world now rested on their shoulders. Or at least, on the shoulders of one of them.
Looking down at your robes, you see they're damp with blood and the ocean spray. In the distance, Fort Joy looms.
Don't stand between a prince and his principles. The Magisters learned that the hard way.
I've no sympathy for those who die in the line of duty, especially as odious as...
Bad luck to let the dead linger aboard. As soon as we get moving, we ought to clear the deck.
Оставлять мертвецов на борту, дурная примета. Нормально.
Onward now.
Вперед.
The sooner Fort Joy disappears from the horizon, the better. Perhaps the seekers need it.
О, волшебные карманы. Получает новую вещь, кусок плоти, ее передает зверь. Не понял. Когда у меня отрезанную голову дает ключ. Ой, я стрельнул. А, я так понимаю, тут...
My seeker brethren, show us the path to salvation. Tersendelius, pray to you for my seeker brethren, show us the path to salvation. Tersendelius, hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril. Tersendelius, hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril.
Мы поднялись на борт госпожи Мисти.
Tersendelius, hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from
Пароль
peril.
капитанской каюты стойкости. Какой пароль-то, а? Надежный.
Tersendelius, hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril.
Допустим, ладно.
Here, my show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril.
Ух ты, а это что такое? Кербан. Фаси.
Pray to you for my secret brethren.
Арбалет.
Show us the path to salvation.
Гномий посох.
Hear my prayer. Show us
Что
the
за
way
лах
forward.
бабахи?
Deliver us from
Чего?
peril.
Ты что-то где-то далеко там.
Tersendelius, don't go any further, Godwoken. We need you alive.
Маев? Не там Маев? Что это? Или Дана убить хотела?
Других сопротивцев на
The
корабле нет?
ship won't
Пока
sail.
нету.
We had orders to search every
Наверно.
corner of it and figure
Нам
out
не
what's
просто.
blocking us. It's hewn from elven livewood.
She glances over towards a smouldering pile of ash on the deck nearby. Something is nestled.
That was Brendan.
Ну, что-то вообще как печально.
When the ship wouldn't
Чего?
answer my
Сейчас,
call, he
сейчас
touched
ничего
the
не грузит,
figurehead, and it attacked him without
Ой,
warning.
нихуя.
He burned like he was made of parchment.
Сейчас посмотрим.
Just remember what I said, Godwoken. If you die, then this was all
Glances
for
over
nothing.
towards a smouldering pile of ash on the deck
Труп тоже
nearby.
жива.
Something is nestled.
That was Brendan.
Ну, что-то вообще как печально.
When the ship wouldn't
Чего?
answer my
Сейчас,
call,
да
he
сейчас
touched
ничего
the
не грузит,
figurehead, and it attacked without
Ой,
warning.
нихуя. Странно. Просто.
Nothing. The ship is live wood. That much is clear.
Her eyes flick over to the smouldering ashes once again.
Thank you. We were held captive together on this ship. He kept.
Метла. Двуручная палец. Знаем, концепция нормальная.
У меня вот... Оп. 30-40 показывает. Вот здесь.
С арбалетиком не стреляешь. Пиво. Что-то трупешников столько здесь. На этом корабле.
Spare me, Gareth. We got what we came for. This is...
I won't see them tossed overboard. Not here. We'll hold up.
What's his face and so would want us to get this ship sailing before all else.
You know their names, Malady. Can't you even...
Gareth inhales sharply, then catches you out of the corner.
Our guest stirs. Welcome, Godwoken. Glad to see...
Ah, our undead Godwoken. I had
Наш недоздохший пробужденный. Чуть не забыла. Нормально.
Too many.
One too few, actually. Alexander, he's alive.
Александр жив.
Apparently, you didn't...
He's in the hold below decks.
В трюме.
Unconscious, but alive. Question him. Someone has been hunting your kind, and Alexander fancies himself the only Godwoken. As far as we know, you may even be the last still alive. If Alexander is guilty, yes, we certainly had better, but...
She's mute. We need to free her tongue.
Галера не мамы должны караулить, что волшебный.
You're welcome to try, though I doubt it'll help.
What Gareth means to say is don't bother. Livewood will only move when it wants to. That's right. The ship's made of an elven ancestor tree. Spirit, what we need is a way to control...
The Seekers, the survivors of us, have been combing the ship from bow to rudder.
These Seekers have
We lost a man in the search. Malady might not appreciate that, but I do.
I'm sure the Godwoken will be able to get the ship moving. They kind of like to feel useful, don't they?
It's your best that'll save us.
Ох, тут тетка-то, а. Живодрево эльфийское.
Void Slayer, Worm Killer, Undead is a name I wasn't expecting to call you, mind. When Malady revealed the truth to me, I was unprepared. The Divine is the avatar of all the gods, my friend. It was through his spirit, and maybe one... You may not speak to him directly, but he is always guiding you. In this, you must trust me. She's not exactly a seeker. She's not exactly an elf. I don't know how Siva came to know her, but there are times I admire her cold...
Gareth fingers the hilt of his blade. He stares at nothing in particular before turning his gaze back to you.
Driftwood, of course. Little fishing village. Meister Siva's there too. She held the Seekers together when we had every Think of her as a teacher. The powers of the Seven stir in you. I won't let the Fallen be forgotten. I'd be no better than Dallas. No better to think that whelp spawned from greatness. He deserves no better fate than his silent monks. He's down there now, guarded like some precious jewel, rather than... Amazing to think those of us in the Order once assumed the gods were with him, and only him. That was before we found other Godwoken. When Lucian died, we waited, and waited some more. Alexander never rose to We weren't the only ones who noticed either. Not every Godwoken we found Godwoken, housed them, fed them. I love... But let's leave the past in the past. Keep Lucian close, God.
О, ящер. Мой ящер. Нет, не мой ящер.
Junk.
Ah, there you are. High time to stop gallivanting and resume our journey together, wouldn't you say? Off we go then.
О, сопартийца забрал. Симона. Симон это не так? А, нет, это наверное.
You made it, Godwoken. Good. Not all of us did, though. The sooner we leave this island behind us, the better.
Продают. Запись.
There you are. I was just thinking of you. This is Dallas's ship, but she can't have been the only one who could get it moving. There's a way to move this ship on board. You'd be surprised. A ship like this holds many secrets. The figurehead has certainly caused a commotion lately. But then again, so have the doors downstairs. Everywhere you look, a hunk of wood looking to dying to hear them.
Malady smiles at you. Bright.
Well, you've eschewed your pretty little mask, haven't you? And besides, I know everything. Meister Siva is one of a rare breed. She'd do anything in the name of a cause. And her cause, you'd better not leave her waiting. She's the founder of these Seekers, and she's powerful. That means your kind can reach a place called Driftwood. Host a putrid fish, putrid... You'll probably find it.
Ничего. Ну, она не сказала. Девочка ты это. Стой ты, мужик, стой ты, блин.
You made it. Good. We'll need all the help we can get. We have to get this ship sailing, or we're done for.
Вот посмотреть бы чувака, который превращение юзает. Стальное сердце, удар щупальца. Чистые книги даже есть.
I was just getting used to this. Ready.
The silent monk leans forward slightly and stares at you straight. The silent monk leans...
What am I looking for? Will I know it when I see it?
Гномья похлебка.
Let's team up, you and now onward.
Пошли, пошли. Чего вырвал? Тут все прибамбасы у них есть. Одно радует. О, мышь. Мышь.
How you doing? You creatures with your legs and arms and your opposable thumbs. You always want to steer the ship. You need to trust the ship.
Вот какую мелодию
It
пляшет корабль.
goes.
Тра-ля-ля.
La 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 la. Or something like that. It's pretty catchy, but I can't remember how. Oh, she opened it and looked at the... Alright. Go to the nose bit of the ship, open the book, look at the markings inside it. That's always entertaining for me anyway.
Какая умная мышь.
Melody says if we can get the ship to move, we can go home. Home!
Та тетка-то, которая с гномом тянулся.
All that fighting will be worth less than nothing if we can't get this tub moving.
Что у них нифига не путного. Пардон. Пардоньте. Замечательно. Я сейчас приду. Ух ты, что тут? Скелет кошки. Офигеть. Ну что такое есть? Сама модель.
There's something to these doors I'm not seeing. But what?
Да-да-да. Шептун трава тебе не нужна. Труп кошки, говорю. Труп в смысле скелет.
Когда-нибудь доплыл?
Чего?
Когда-нибудь доплыл там?
Нет еще, мне надо сначала корабль пробудить.
В смысле?
Ну, он живучий, живой корабль.
Живучий, сука.
They know how to keep their mouths shut too. Oh, I see you have a full contingent.
О, сержант какой-то. Уже на было.
I've got sword fighters.
The sergeant doesn't seem interested in talking to you.
Фактерки. Так, что здесь? Сибила. Сибила? Что тут делает?
I've spotted something.
Ой, зеркало. Слушай, смотри. Я могу теперь это... Умение пораскидывать статы, короче.
Или раскидать?
Да.
Ну что?
Можно внешку поменять, короче. Прическу можно добавить.
Пойду овкну ненадолго.
Ну давай.
I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me.
The Seeker flexes her arms stiffly. Her joints audibly pop. She sees you draw near.
I owe you, Godwoken. Without your help, I'd likely still...
She nods her thanks and immediately winces, laying her hand on the back of her neck.
bloody target on our backs. We took their leader and their flagship. The hammer won't stack good luck getting anything out of either of them. Our special guest is out cold, and the other one ain't in much of a talking mood. Being behind bars suits you, murdering scum.
My, you were on that luckless lot of timber. Oh, but you've come along. Rather boring sometimes. By all means, I'm not going anywhere.
The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice it's unblemished wood. There is no knot, no scratch, no dent to detract from its apparent perfection. The wood groans and creaks. A face appears in the wood. Tortured, the face vanishes. The anguished face appears, then.
There's something to these doors I'm not seeing. But what?
The door is still unmarked, though the memory of the fate. The door remains closed. It seems you need more than a password to open it. The door is still unmarked. The anguished face. The door is still unmarked. The door remains closed.
Странно.
I've got sword fighters, mages, archers, all willing to fight by your side if the price.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Can't you
A
say
young
anything
magister
else?
paces around the brig, fussing over Alexander's unconscious. She notices you observing her. She straightens.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. That's all the information I'm giving to any of you lot. So stow your questions. Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the...
The magister falls silent, but stares at you with unwavering defiance. The magister's stare hardens.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel. Magister Ranley.
The seeker has removed one of...
You must be starved for company to linger around here for... All right then, just... Don't make me regret it. I'll keep an eye on the red until the cage is locked again.
Get away from him, sorcerer. That's the Divine. All right. Don't harm him.
Ifan grabs you by the sleeve, not hard, but insistent.
Let me work on him. I've got questions that need answers. Answers I can only get from him.
Ifan approaches Alexander, who lies flat on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, Alexander's eyes are only half closed. Ifan grabs him by the jaw and shakes, violently. Alexander's face contorts with agony, and his eye...
Why did you trigger the death fog before the elves had a chance to...
No matter how loud Ifan shouts his questions, there is no response from the unconscious Alexander. He reaches his arm back, and you realize he intends to punch Alexander in the face. As if waking from a dream, he turns to you, disoriented. Hesitantly, he drops his fist and...
You're right there.
With a nod, Ifan strides away. Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, his eyes are only half closed. His swollen jaw hangs open at an odd angle. A beautiful six-sided gem rests on the bishop's chest, hung round his neck by an ordinary oiled rope. The gem sits heavily in your pouch. Bruises swell beneath his eyes, and a shallow gash. Someone has wiped the bishop's hands clean and folded them neatly over his abdomen. They rise and fall in
Шамоцвет, шамоцвет. Вечер. Ручки трясет направо-налево. Ух ты. Птица какая-то. Прикольно.
No entry allowed through the starboard stateroom door. Please use the port side door.
Левый, правый борт. Блин.
The door is still unmarked, though the memory of the face and its six-sided notch remains with you. The door remains... The door is still... The anguished face appears once more. It dips its forehead towards you and... waits. A shudder of pleasure racks the figure in the door. It seems to breathe. All of a sudden...
I am summoned. Speak the password. Yes. And yes.
Welcome to hell.
Just one more moment, please.
He clicks together two halves of some type of gauntlet sitting in his lap and turns his full attention to you. A curious smile.
An undead, eh? Wonders never see. But beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Especially when it comes to their rescuers. To whom do I owe my thanks? I see no cause for alarm. I'm not some uneducated simpleton, you know.
Armor? Such a limiting word, but Dallas has been keeping me prisoner here. But I try to keep working on my own projects when I can. Dallas took a particular interest in me and my skills. I'm an expert in... She kept me here to do her bidding. Until you took her flagship from right under her nose, it seems. Oh, yes. And she could be a most cruel miss...
He extends his arm and pushes up the sleeve. Beneath, the skin is withered and discolored, as if it were magically...
She used some form of domination device on me, forcing my hands to do her bidding, and I've ruined them in the process. Oh, cast spells, tinker with relics, meddle with the laws of nature. All the sorts of things power-hungry despots love to do. She had me enchanted dead cat over there, so it would seem alive.
He clicks the gauntlet into place around his withered forearm. His eye...
That damn contraption that she used on me seems to have fogged my memory. The rest is a blur. No! Necromancy is an unsavory practice. Surely you above all understand that. Dragged back from...
His face abruptly creases...
But come now. Enough of Dallas and dead cats. You've taken this ship and granted my freedom. This is a happy moment. How about you tell me something of yourself? I'd like to know just who my valiant rescuers are. I suspect there is very little that is simple about you. I ought to continue what I'm doing here, unless there was anything else. Dallas didn't tell me anything if she could avoid it, but I did overhear her practicing an ancient lizard dialect. Significant, perhaps, don't you think? Indeed. Perhaps you should look about. There might be something of the sort that you could use to that effect. Took it? No, no. I made it. Have you seen the... As I said, the Magister's left me weakened. But this will... Despite what she did to me, I can't help but admire the... If you cross paths with her, be sure to break her. It's good to have a sense of trust me. Convenient is the last word I'd use to describe the experience. Pass me that copper wire there, would you?
He takes the copper with a nod of gratitude. His sleeve slips back, above his elbow. In its crook, you see part of a tattoo. A pattern of
Perhaps my memory will come back with time. But for now, I'm afraid there's little more I can add.
Что тут? Так.
He ceases tinkering with some kind of mech.
I've been captive here at the Hammer's Pleasure for some time. I'm glad to see that chapter has ended. Most glad.
This looks like a teleporter pyramid. It could certainly come in handy. A teleporter pyramid? Only one way to find out if it works. Try using it.
Двукратная пирамидка. Ну да ладно.
This is written in ancient lizard script. It appears to be a song.
I'm a monster. I click and clack. My day, I suffer. Don't touch me. My very was Tarquin, that wretch, that rat. I ate and ill me miserable. Mumsy? Is she here? Mumsy, where are you? 'Tis you. She said
The cat begins to purr and rub.
any friend to Mumsy is a friend to me. Oh, I don't know. In the direction of over there. The song, of course. Trouble.
The cat purrs, an ear.
Tell Mumsy to come back soon.
I've spotted something. under lock and key.
I've spotted something.
Где что открылось?
For security reasons.
Quite right. Do seek my counsel.
It's good to have a sense of freedom once again. Truly good.
Прошел.
В процессе. Процесс.
It's good to have a sense of freedom once again. Truly good.
Зима началась там, да?
Да, я вчера шел пока домой, снег валил. сейчас будем экспериментировать с пирамидкой. Да? Блин, не продам хочу.
Yes, by all means, let us pop.
Оп. Из-под
It's
пушка.
good to have a sense of freedom once again. Truly good.
Он на нем сидел, я промазал и дернул стул. А?
Он на тебя напал?
Да нет. Я, блин, ходил, торговался с ними тут уже. Штук 10-15 уже вытащил. Конечно, круто, если ты их вытаскивал еще с силой, искусство.
Не знаю, у меня вид, что твой и хрена лагает. Отлично.
Что, где лагает?
Говорю, 20 секунд смотришь, 40 загружаешь.
Так. Ты где-то далеко, я тебя плохо слышно.
Коробочек столько сидели, где наши.
Вот на корабле в этом. Я еще до сих пор на корабле плаваю, хожу. 50 штук, нифига себе. Нужно накрафтить хил, значит. Что там рунда вроде есть. О, да, средняя руда. Две маленькие делаешь среднюю. Да, блин. Пикси ты не напасешься.
to none.
Убился до удара. Если это сигаретность. Мешает. Вот так сделаем. Питомец, так это еще питомцы, оказывается.
Glory is mine!
Смотря в лицо, бьет мне как-то в спину. Феноменальный чувак. Тотемы дали новый уровень.
Those guards or victims?
Both, I fear.
Жертвы, говорит, или стражники?
Another pyramid.
Чё, даже не сундучков, ничего нет, что ли? Что ж так плохо-то? Чарующая стрела. Старый почтовый замок.
You saw what I could not.
Трупики убрали. А, не, не все. Я уже обрадовался. Чистоту ловили.
Что говоришь?
Говорю, здесь это, ну, трупики убрали.
Pray that they may
Чистоту
find
навели.
rest.
Before you is a towering figurehead carved in the likeness of a dragon. It looms over the bow. Its fact, the deck beneath you groans and trembles, like the ship itself is awaking from a slumber. A deep sigh emerges, unmistakably the sound of a living being.
You are not the witch. You sang the
Фронт,
song.
что ли,
Now
второй?
you must decide my fate. Are you to be my
Корабль
new
со мной
master?
разговаривает.
Чего?
Корабль, говорю. Очнулся.
Что говорит?
You are kind, but I can never be free again. Not truly. I am a vessel and must be guided. Let me take you where I ask. I am here to serve in all ways.
The creaking of the ship eases into a contemplative.
Once, I was an elf. I passed away and was reborn as that time has passed. I saw that.
The sails overhead billow outwards suddenly.
Magisters, they razed sacred elven lands and uprooted. Of course. Wherever there is sea up.
The ship's awake. Good. Is she ready to sail?
Our sacred ancestors turned into the slaves of warmongers. There is no time to spare. We have to put this island behind us. There is no time to spare. We have to put this island behind us. The ship is awake. We have to make good on our escape. There is no time to spare. We have to put this island behind us. Our sacred ancestry turned into the slaves.
A slow, toothless smile stretches
to driftwood, then.
Впереди вас ждут неизведанные опасности. Тщательно выбирайте спутников. Возможно, это ваш последний шанс поменять состав отряда.
А, типа на острове можно было менять как хочешь, да?
Certainly
Да,
is.
корабле.
Forward.
With the sun on their backs and the wind in their sails, the God-woken watched Fort Joy shrink behind them. But their capture of the Lady Vengeance had not gone unnoticed.
Что там за корабль? Опа, корабль.
I respect your mettle, sorcerers.
Уровень ваших
You
фактов
steal
намного
my
выше.
ship,
Стоит
kill
отступить и
my
вернуться, когда
bishop
вы
and
станете
ally with demons, but you have no idea what you're really dealing with.
We are ready, mistress.
Yes, but are the...
I swear, mistress. I swear they'll perform.
Very well. Show me. Goodbye. This is my ship. I won't see it taken from under my...
Yes.
Oh, for the love of the... Listen up. We can't win this one, but I can get us to safety. You need to buy me time. Show us what you can do, God-woken.
God-woken?
I'll take care of it. Here's a rather explosive little trick I've learned. Let's see how it suits you.
Что-то как-то...
It's like lava flowing through me. I can't contain it for long.
time.
Еще и собака на ней.
That's burning. It's like a bomb in my belly, ready to burst.
Собака боевой монах.
Get over here and stop these idiots before we all die.
Stop that elf! Her sorcery must be silenced!
Hold them off. I need more time.
You will not take me again, Dallas.
These rats kill me, we're all done for.
Что-то как-то не внушает доверия молчаливо. Решил помочь потушить, взял масло кинул.
If these rats kill me, we're all done for. Kill me, we're all done for.
Ты где-то далеко, я тебя вообще не пойму, что ты говоришь.
Окей.
Don't stop. It's working.
Let's make that fire in you more than just
Here and stop these idiots before we all die.
It's like lava flowing through me. I can't contain it for long.
Defend me, or almost there. A little longer.
Prepare. Prepare yourself.
Get over here and stop these idiots before we all die.
Аж ты пошел.
or die.
У него косарь жизни. Что за...
У кого косарь?
Чувихи.
Bring her to her knees. Do it!
Such power she had.
Он впитался.
Here, sorcerer, taste some for yourself.
Давай-ка переиграем, чувак. Что-то как-то неинтересно.
A slow to driftwood, then. It most
forward.
With the sun on their back.
I respect you.
We are.
Yes, but
I swear.
Very well. Goodbye. This is my ship. I won't see it taken from under my feet. You act.
Excellent. No.
Oh, for the love of... Listen, show us what you...
Godwoken.
I'll... You fight with such fire. Let's make it manifest. I'm ready.
Нет.
That's burning. It's like a bomb in my belly, ready to burst.
Stop that elf! Her sorcery must be silenced!
Hold them off. I need more time.
You will not take me again, Dallas.
Госпожа, месть. Снова пробудить. А чё, вот уже корабль? Куда? Бомбу как-нибудь, что ли? Гениально. Госпожа Миссис будут вместе. Коньяк, коньяк.
Done for.
Silence the demon! She must be stopped!
Don't stop. It's working.
Let's make that fire continue more than just a metaphor, shall we?
Паладин какой-то. Волшебник.
Почему?
Слушай, меня убивает он. Еще порчу весь.
I'll yield to none.
That's burning.
It's like a bomb in my belly, ready to burst.
Жопа крутись.
We're all done for.
Два перца здесь большие. Питерский Дим, здорово.
Silence the demon! She must be stopped!
Сука. Не терюсь.
Че? Теришься?
Не терюсь.
Потеришься.
Die.
Конечно. Это герой.
Defend me or die. Almost there. A little longer.
Let's make that fly.
Хорош бомбочки кидать, чувак. Ой, подлец. Лес. Что-то не подсказывает, что мы сейчас...
Get over here and stop these idiots before we all die.
Пиздец, сука, бессмертный, сдохни нахер.
Ready to burst.
С кем ты борешься?
Пидор с бесконечными патронами.
Вот так я сделал.
Stop her!
Да, отвалит.
Damn, I'm good.
With the help of the half-demon malady, the God-Woken escaped through the veil that separates life from death.
The air here has a familiar smell, like the place you grew up. Old memories begin to well within you, but the sweet sour smell of decay suddenly punctures them. The smell grows stronger. It closes in around you, then suddenly vanishes. Now you smell only the faint scent of wood.
Ух ты, бог орков. Даже орки тут, блин. Не помню такого. Все это хорошо, конечно, надо сделать, наверное, на берегу. наверное, в одной тоже отбишься. Потихоньку начинает съезжать крыша.
Отплыл-то куда-нибудь, нет?
Ну, я отбился, меня тпшнуло куда-то. Всем спасибо, все свободны, да?